Good day everyone. My name is Kir Joshua Amo, Bachelor of Science in Criminology, 1E2. I'm here to present you or share what I learned in criminal justice system. Um, Criminal justice system have a 5 pillars. The first pillar is law enforcement pillar. It consists mainly of the officer and men of the Philippine National Police or PNP, the National Bureau of Investigation or NBI, and other law enforcement agencies. Their work consists in the prevention and control of crimes, enforcement of law, and effect the arrest of offenders, including the conduct of lawful searches and seizures to gather necessary evidence so that a compliant may be filled with the prosecutor's office. The NBI is an agency of the DOJ. It serves as a main artery through which programs and services instituted by the department of delivered to the people. Though the NBI has its own specialized line of function which involve specific criminal investigation. The guiding principle of democratized and humanized society, which is yardstick by which the DOJ operates. It's incorporated in its program and services. The territorial jurisdiction of NBI is national in scope and extend to all cities and provinces of our country. It's empowered to investigate criminal cases upon its own initiative. The only limitation or exceptions are those provided or may be provided by pertinent laws or policies. Its various specialized units deal, among other matters, with international crimes, narcotics, fraud, graft and corruption, arson, and personal background investigation. The second pillar is the prosecution arm of the government. Second pillar is the It is mandated to uphold the rule of law. The National Prosecution Service is made up of regional, provincial, and city prosecutors and state prosecutors. Their mission is to maintain peace and order in the community through the delivery of prompt prosecutional services and that is the investigation of crimes and the prosecution of criminals. There are two prefatory stages in criminal action. The first stages pertains to police activities. The initial investigation of crimes reported to the discovered by police authorities. The second prefatory stage is the preliminary investigation. It is the stage at which the prosecutors evaluates the findings of the police to determine if prosecution of the suspect in court is warranted, and preliminary investigation is an important substantive right or person accused of crimes, deprivation of which tantamount to the denial of the denial of due process. It is designed to guard against hasty and malicious persecution. Preliminary investigation may be conducted by the prosecutors and such as other officer as may be authorized by law or judge and of municipal trial courts of municipal circuit trial court section 2 rule 112 or rule of court. As regards crimes within the jurisdiction of regional trial court, the accused may demand a preliminary investigation as a matter of right. With respect of offenses cognizable by municipal trial courts, no criminal investigation is required by law. The prosecutors determines if the suspect has probably committed the offense charged, then files the information in court for trial and judgment. The third pillar of the criminal justice system is the court pillar. It is the forum where the prosecution is given the opportunity to prove that there is a strong evidence of guilty against the accused. It is also in the courts that the accused is given his day to disprove the accusation against him. The constitutional presumption is the innocence of any person accused of a crime unless proven otherwise. This means that courts must determine the guilt of the accused beyond reasonable doubt. Based on the strength of the evidence of the prosecution, if there is reasonable doubt that accused committed the crime, he has to be acquitted. The fourth pillar is correction pillar. It takes over once the accused, after having been found guilty, is meted out the penalty for the crime and committed. The punishment may be in the form of isolation of the convicts by imprisonment for the period laid down by the courts, or in extreme cases, there is execution by the methods prescribed by law. When the penalty is imprisonment, the sentence is carried out either in the municipal or city jails. The provincial jail or national penitentiary, depending on the length of the sentence meted out. And I learned that the Bureau of Correction Board of Pardons and Parole are the parole and probation administration agencies also of the DOJ, are part of the correction pillar. The principal task of the Bureau of Correction is the rehabilitation of prisoners so they can become useful members of society after service of sentence. The Board of Pardons and Parole recommends to the presidents to prisoners who are qualified for parole, pardon, or some other executive elemency. The probation administration exercise general supervision over all paroles and probationers and promotes the correction and rehabilitation of offenders. There are other agencies charged with the administration and supervision of prisoners and detainees. These are the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, which supervises city and municipal jails and the various offices of the provincial jail warden or provincial governor, which administer the provincial jails and which are the under of the Department of the Interior and Local Government or DILG. Um, the community the community at large is expected to formulate moral and ethical values, develop the environment for the development of civic spirited citizens, fosters respect for the observance the role of the law. Public Public and private educational institutions, parents and guardians, churches, religious organizations, civic associations, among others, are collectively considered a component of criminal justice system. So are individual citizens who are supposed to prevent crimes, reports offenses to the authorities, make warrantless arrests in proper cases, give evidence in court to put criminals behind bars, and help in the rehabilitation of offenders. The community components also includes attorney who among other things give counsel and help rights and prevent controversies. The community pillar also includes government institution such as the Bureau of Post which delivers delivers court notice. The Bureau of Immigration and Deportation, which prevent departure of suspect from the country. Bureau of Telecommunications, which transmit communication by telephone, telegram, radio. In addition, the criminal justice system is one of the most important tools available to society to control of antisocial behavior. The criminal justice system needs to improve a balance between punishing the guilty and protecting the innocents being found guilty. However, it is not as easy to convict those who are guilty of committing crimes. There have been many miscarriages to justice where innocent people were sent to prison. Many people have been affected by crime. This is due to statistics which show the various number of crimes committed in particular areas. The criminal justice system is an organization that touches upon the question of law and order in society. As an individual, you can come in contact with the criminal justice system in a number of ways. If you come in contact with the cop out of the street, you come in contact with the criminal justice system. If you are called to jury duty, you've came in contact with the criminal justice system. Our prison system is part of criminal justice system. Our courts are part of criminal justice systems also. And the last, our law enforcement is part of criminal justice system. That's all of what I learned in criminal justice system. I hope that you will learn and inspire. Thank you. That's all.